Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Racing Productions MC and producer. And joining me today is Destiny. Hi Destiny, how are you? Thank you so much for being a part of this. Hello.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. How are you?
I am doing great. I am doing great. No, I want you to give the audience a little insight as to what BLM and H Street Co-op is. Please tell me about it.
Well, essentially, BLM and H Street Co-op, what we want to do is we want to unite all of the groups that are out there and kind of amplify their voices
Mm-hmm.
because essentially what everyone has is more or less the same message, but it's a matter of just getting that message out there and having people like listen to it and then getting like constructive criticism and constructive
Mm-hmm.
feedback on like different ways that we can improve our message. So that's really like the purpose of BLM and H Co-op. And then
Mm-hmm.
also to just amplify, like I said, amplify these messages. We've got a list of demands that we have on our website, 20 demands that will like help fix systemic racism in our
Mm-hmm.
opinion, because it's not just an issue with the cops, it's all throughout the system. So we need to
Yes,
fix all of this.
definitely, definitely. And we are in a very interesting time, if I, that's the least I could say, but we definitely are. And this movement has grown a lot within this time. And I think because we're also going through a pandemic where we have realized that because of systemic racism, it it affects a certain group of people even more than everybody else. I think that has even spurred many people on more to be a part of this movement. Tell me what you think, tell me your views, tell me your opinions on this really interesting and historic moment that's going on right now in this country and around the world.
Yeah, absolutely. So my thoughts on why this was able to like gain so much ground, of course, the tragic killing, the tragic murder of George Floyd. But that in addition to the pandemic where people were home and people were forced to be with their families, watch these videos, talk about these
Mhm.
videos. And that's what kind of like inspired a lot of people to come out into the streets and protest, or at least to repost something on Instagram. So
Yes.
that like definitely I think like inspired people because it's like for one thing they didn't really have anything else to do, but two, it's just another killing of an unarmed Black person. And it's just to this point, it's just getting intolerable. It's come to like a
Hmm.
threshold. And we have these, cameras now. It's 2020. We've got cameras on our phones and our pockets.
Always, yes.
Absolutely. So, more and more that people are starting to see these videos, I think it's becoming more of a reality for everyone as opposed to just a reality for the subgroup that experiences this.
Yes, I agree, definitely. And in this city as well as cities all across the country, we have seen, that outpour, all the demonstrations, all the protesting, we've seen that, really come to the fore. And, I guess DC was basically, ground zero for, because the Black Lives Matter Plaza, that was like a thing. And, they've done it all over in other cities now, this being the place. Tell me about that specific area and what goes on there, like on the day-to-day. Like, for example, there are protests that are happening every day all the time that the media now has seemed to, they've forgotten about it, they don't cover it anymore. And so for some people, because I've spoken to people who, they didn't even know that protests were still going on here or there or whatever to that effect. Tell me about that and the current protests that are going on and what the vibe is like and what the feeling is like, the energy is like within those moments.
So down on Black Lives Matter Plaza, so we have always, almost every day out there, there's this group called Earl's First Amendment Grill.
Hmm.
They aren't necessarily like protesting per se every day, but they're giving out free food, free water to the people. They only take donations. MPD issued an order, I think last week, saying that vendors needed to move off of Black Lives Matter Plaza. And they said that this group, Earls, who I just said was giving out free food, was a vendor. So they've been threatening to fine them and to arrest them. They've also threatened, we have out of BLM H Co-op, we have what we call the Liberation Library. And that's just giving out books, you know, focusing on Black stories and just amplifying those voices. So if you see any time out there, we're usually out there from 2 to 8 most days. But the Liberation Library, if you want to stop by, we have tons of books out there. We've got, what is it? Our Prison's Obsolete or Obsolete by Angela Davis. I know that's one of the books that's been like really popular on there.
Of course, definitely, yes.
Because short answer, yes. So if you do want to come check us out, most days we are out there from 2 to 8. So that's another thing that we've got going on with that. There's another group out there called Occupy DC, and we're all connected. As I was saying earlier, all just trying to have like a united front. And Occupy DC, along with Bartenders Against Racism, and she's called That Fit BITCH.
Oh, you can swear. You can swear.
Okay,
you can
great.
swear.
It's on Instagram. They've been hosting yoga. There's going to be a yoga session Wednesday, I believe, at 7:30, and another at midnight. Saturday, same thing, 7:30 at midnight. And then additionally, on this coming Saturday, we actually have a youth march. That's going to be a young 14-year-old girl named Manaya. She actually came to us and she's like, can you like help me put together this youth march? So
yes.
we're having a youth march this coming Saturday. And then August 1st, there are a couple of protests. There's a protest held by the Palm Collective, and there is a protest held by They Them Collective. But those, I'm sorry, I don't have like all of the details right now. It's still kind of developing, but definitely if you can look out for those on Instagram, again, that's the Palm Collective and They Them Collective. They'll have all of the information for you right there if you want to check that out, and that'll be on August 1st. If you do want more information about the protest that'll be happening, the youth protest this weekend, we have that on our page at BLM H Co-Op on Instagram. So those are kind of like some of the things that we have coming immediately. We also have, let me see, it's so much going on. This Sunday, we have an event in Ivy City. So we're going to be distributing food in Ivy City and giving out water. We also plan on giving out PPE and just making sure, you know, everyone has everything that they need to, you know, do well in this pandemic.
Definitely. Love it. And, you know, speaking of getting all these groups together, cooperating with all these groups and doing that, I know that you guys right now have an initiative to be able to do that. So I want you to talk a little bit about it.
Absolutely. So essentially what we want to do, like I said, is to kind of like get all of the groups that are out there. And eventually we're going to create a directory on our website that'll have all of the groups that have kind of like joined the co-op. And we'll include, you know, your org name, a brief bio of your group, if you have like an Instagram or website that we can direct people to, and then also like your Cash App or Venmo, so we can make sure that, you know, everyone is getting the donations that they need in order to spread this message. And then also that these voices are amplified and that it's easy to find everyone in like one place, that you don't have to go searching to find out what's happening. So eventually one of our goals as well is to put a calendar on our website with all of the events from all of the organizations so that it's easy to follow, because like you said earlier, a lot of people don't really know that protests are still going on.
Exactly.
It's constant. It's constant.
The fight never stops. The fight never, never, never stops.
Right.
Thank you, Destiny, for joining me.
Thank you.
And thanks to what BLM and H Co-op are doing and what everyone else is doing. I'm so glad that you guys have this initiative, and I'm so glad that we are really, really focusing on, you know, getting everyone together, having that cooperation among everyone, and, you know, really striving to end systemic racism in this country and in the world. Thank you so much, Destiny, and thanks for joining me.
Thank you. And I'm sorry, can I just drop the Instagram one more time?
Yes, definitely. Go ahead and do that.
It's at BLMH Co.op. So that's CO.op on Instagram. And then you can go to the website, www.blmhcooperative.com. And that's
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely. Of course, it's been such a pleasure. Thanks so much, Destiny. And to our viewers, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone. See you, Destiny.
Bye.